And welcome back to everybody to part 2 of this episode. We just saw that mysterious ninja take out Ariel. Part of my understanding is that she is going to be sent to the hospital as well. Part of my understanding also is that she is not in nearly as bad condition as Sandy is, or was. But who is this ninja? Blaze, shed some light on this.
Well, a long time ago, ancient Tai Chi master once told me, don't ask who a ninja is, because you just might find out the hard way. So how's that for an answer? In
So,
other words, don't ask, because I don't know.
well, all we know is that she's a rather tall individual, and well, we'll keep everybody updated as information comes in, of course. We'll be going to our next match here, Lord versus Azrael. Lord, who, for some very odd reason, seemed to be a complete team player with Raven last week. Up until the 1-2-3 came around, and Lord just refused to come in to interrupt the pin, even though he was in a prime position to do it.
This isn't the first time Lord has cost Raven something. I think there may be some animosity brewing in between those two.
I certainly hope not. They've been friends for, well, forever.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question there, Jack. If you got friends, which one of you are going to, which one of you is going to become the champion? If you have to be the champion.
Oh, I thought that was a rhetorical question. I was gonna say I would gladly, allow my friend to become the champion because, let's just face it, I'm a nice guy. Lord, of course, making his way to the ring with the Scion Championship.
That's a nice belt. Tell you what, if I was a ninja, I'd use backstab to get that belt. You see that little reference I did there to a ninja?
But it's odd how ninjas around here don't carry around katanas. That's always been very odd.
Well, just because it's wrestling. It's a wrestling ninja. So they probably carry around axes. That way they can do axe handle punches and such.
Well, it's an excellent point, but I don't believe anybody around here would actually allow an axe match, unless, of course, Dog probably got his way, the son of a bitch.
That would be the greatest match ever. One man leaves, the other man dies. He gets axed.
That's a little Mad Max. 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Azrael making his way to the ring, one half of the Delamud Championships, along with Ryan, who suffered a defeat at the hands of the Great Raven earlier today.
The Great Raven.
Yeah, I said, it's great that Raven got a victory. You know, he's been kind of in a slump lately. That's totally what I said. Did you not hear all the other parts, Blaze?
No, I didn't hear all of that. And
I
appreciate to have an unbiased commentator beside me.
Well, exactly. I'm completely unbiased, and I think that Dog might be messing with the mics again. Anyway, we're going to start this match here. Lord getting a quick Irish whip to the corner.
I don't think it can be Dog this time because that old filthy cat took him out, and I think he might be taking a ride in the paddy wagon. Well,
so I certainly hope so. Watching him get dropped on his head repeatedly was easily the highlight of the night.
That was a low point of this company.
I just wish that we had more replays, personally. I feel a lot of people in this arena do as well.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They paid to see the show that's going on in Dog's house. Yeah, I say this is all a game to dog. His house of games.
This is
That's right.
I
I'm advertising now. And while we're on advertisement, be sure to tune in to Jaded Drag Queen on YouTube. My gosh, you should have saw that last email that Lala sent me. My God.
You're still having communications with that Clara?
Yes, yes, sir. I can see why Nakumis is getting so far in this division. My goodness.
Well, being in Dog's Corner certainly does help get anybody ahead here, but not exactly in the best of and most honorable of ways.
See, that's not. You're talking about conspiracies. We saw what happened in that last match. That was a clear win. Just like that was a clear finger stomping I saw a while ago.
A clear finger stomping?
Yes, I just saw that man get his finger stomped.
I must have missed that.
Yes, you did. You were too busy thinking about where Raven was.
No, I wasn't. And he's in room 6C, if you're wondering. Anyway, Lord nailing Azrael with that, and looks like he's going for his elbow. And he nails it.
Answer. Good question. Will Azrael be able to keep up their winning streak on a singles fight based on his performance with his partner? Or are they, is it magic together, or are they just, I can't even explain it, because they just don't lose when you put the two together.
That is true. We did see Ryan earlier tonight take a loss from Raven, but yet put these two together and they seem to be unstoppable.
You know who they remind me of?
Who do they remind you of, Blaze?
Well, one time I went down to, what is that guy's name? I believe it was the Fist or somebody's son or some crap. And there was these two giant robots in there. And you had to keep the son of a bitches apart in order to do damage to them. You know, those stupid battle mechanics. I believe they may be like them. If you don't keep them, and they just, my God. I'm telling a story, and Lord is punching people in the dick.
Yeah, you totally nailed Azrael right in the dick a few minutes ago.
Yes. It just registered because I was trying to tell a story, you know. But,
I was going to be respectful and keep quiet through it while you told your story, but I do think you might have an excellent point. Perhaps these two are more powerful as a team than a singles competition, as Lord seems to be running all over Azrael.
I think the referee needs to get his eyes checked, because he clearly punched that man in the lower regions, if you know what I mean.
Well, if past episodes have taught us anything, we do know that the refs seem to let everybody get away with quite a bit.
I guarantee these guys are hired by Cat.
And the Lord just sent Azrael straight to the bowels of hell for the 3 count in the middle of the ring, and only a 2 1/4. As the match continues, Lord still seems to be clearly in the driver's seat until that kick to the face. Never mind, I spoke too soon.
Well, nothing to change the momentum of a match like a single kick to the face.
I do believe Azrael went for that fell cleave. It was quickly reversed by a quick-thinking Lord.
This poor guy is just getting dominated tonight.
Yes, he's slowly putting on some offense, it looks like, and now it looks like he's taking a rest in the corner. I don't think that's the best of strategies.
It may be the best strategy. Because sometimes you just got to rest after an ass whipping. You know, get your bearings back straight.
It looks like Azrael's going to retaliate with a little 5-knuckle shuffle.
I've always wondered about the practicality of that. Who are you really hurting?
Well, it really does seem like it's more of a flash and show, and looked like Lord was trying to send Azrael again to the pits of hell, but quickly got reversed.
I do believe Lord is not happy about this. Looks like he had somewhere else to be tonight, and he's just trying to wrap it up quick and go on about his business.
But you were talking about the practicality of a 5-knuckle shuffle. Well, Lord drops another elbow and goes for the pin.
Yeah, think about it. You did a special on a man, and he is still beating your ass after you did it. How practical is it?
Well, these two have just been going back and forth for the last couple of minutes. Now Azrael retaliating with a 5-knuckle shuffle. These two are just trading off their signatures, and I think Azrael's doing it again. Maybe he's trying to drive the point. Oh no, he used Lord's elbow.
Now he's just trying to show off.
And a 2 3/4, just rubbing in the face of Lord. Azrael nailing the fell cleave. I'm sorry, Blaze, I was cutting you off.
I was about to say, I definitely see why Lord's move is called the Bowels of Hell, because ever since he's hit that on Azrael, Azrael's been digging in a whole lot of shit.
And if it was in hell, wouldn't it be hot shit?
Yes, sir. Hot shit. Yes, sir.
Azrael going for a big move from the corner there. And Lord slapping him into that sharpshooter. The same one that made Raven tap. And he just made Azrael tap with it. Do you think he might be driving a point home by using the same sharpshooter on Azrael's own brother?
Well there, Jack. I'm going to say this. The point that's been driven home is Lord Hell Knight has just proven that he is their pimp. Because the man was on the corner, he slapped him, and then he made him tap. And who else do you know slap somebody on a corner and make him tap? He might as well just say, yes, daddy, I'm done.
I got slapped on the corner one time. It wasn't very nice. I wasn't even a hooker.
Well, you are now. Seems like a very good job for you, actually.
By the way, do you happen to have 50 gil I could borrow? The Godfather doesn't like it if I don't pay him promptly.
Well, I'll tell you what. I seen a rough-looking Rothgar in the back. You go back there and pull his pants down, and I give you 75 gil.
I ain't doing that twice.
Well, I guess.
I mean, I've never done it before, ever. As we're setting up for apparently a challenge match. When Maximo interfered in Chanic's and Drago's match last week, apparently Drago challenged Chanic, and after Chanic agreed, Drago brought out Maximo.
Maximo. That never gets old.
It seems to be catching on as a catchphrase. I hear it in the local arenas.
Well, I should sue all of them for stealing my catchphrase that I came up with.
I'm not 100%
Well, who
sure
do you
if you
think is
can
going to win
copyright
this?
somebody's name.
Well, it's the context in which it's used that I copyrighted it. So, yeah.
I wasn't aware that you could
Yeah.
copyright context.
Context. Yes. Yes. It's all about how you say it and how you mean it. Yeah.
So what if somebody is over at my place named Max and I want them to leave? Can I say Max to go?
Well, of course you can. It's different. You know, I once had a friend named Max, and he used to come to my old apartment. I used to call it my pad. So one time, and now I'm not even going to tell that story. We could put it together. So yeah, yeah. I wonder if Chanik knows what he's getting into.
I would say that he'd have a really good chance if it was just against Drago, but considering how Chanik threw 6 people out during that Titan Rules match, I'm going to say that the odds are definitely against him.
Yeah. Throwing a man out and catching him by his shoelaces is a little bit different than whipping 2 men's ass. That is the defining difference. And I see he's brushed his cat ears today, too.
It's all part of good hygiene.
That's good. That's good.
Maxwell coming out, he looks all fired up.
Maximo. Maximo.
Are you writing a theme song over there for Maximo?
Why, yes, I am. Why he's coming out here all fired up? Does he know what happened to Santy?
I'm not 100% sure exactly what the status is there.
Because it seems like they had the same last name, so I was just wondering. Maybe he had some inside information.
Part of my understanding is that he's gotten rather quiet in the last couple of weeks.
Must be too busy working for that scumbag champion.
Well, part of my understanding is that Drago sells 1 t-shirt and gives 2% of the profit over to Maximo. I'm pretty sure that he's hired him out. I do believe that the...
Maximo. Go ahead there, Jack. Go ahead there.
I do believe that only counts on only the limited edition pink Drago shirts, the ones that are the hot sellers at the moment.
I like to see the graphs on how many actually sell.
Well, they sold at least 1. I feel pretty in it.
It doesn't make any damn sense.
As our Lunar Blades champion makes his way to the ring.
You mean your Lunar Blades champion? My Lunar Blade champion is Dog, the ruler of this company. Yes, the ruler. The overlord.
He's a 49% owner.
Yeah. He's the only person I see here at the beginning. The rest of them are off on vacation in Mexico talking about a handshake and a high five and all that crap. They were on vacation. It was spring break.
Dog tricked Ed. Everybody knows it.
Hey, business is business.
Trying to eliminate other owners of the company so that you can just rule and treat it like your own personal playground is not business.
Well, it is his own personal playground. I told you it's like his own house of games. Isn't that what I just said?
That's a fair point. But he shouldn't be doing this, and I'm not sure if Chanik... Well, I don't think he would have backed down from the challenge regardless of any circumstance here.
Well, this is a hell of a circumstance, because this is nothing but an ass whip.
Devastating right hand from Drago, who just leaps with ease over those ropes. For such a larger individual, he certainly has some agility to him.
Well, you know, in order to sell those t-shirts, sometimes you got to get certain kinds of workers from other places, so you got to be able to jump orders, if you know what I mean.
And Chanik, who was just thrown into those steel stairs. This just doesn't look good.
They're gonna kill that man.
Well, certainly hoping that he can make it to the pay-per-view in 2 weeks' time.
Well, hopefully they don't beat him too bad, you know. The ambulance is still here, just in case.
That ambulance seems to be showing up a lot lately.
It's had a lot of work tonight.
Chanik, who continues to fight back on this 2-on-1 assault. And it seems like Maximo just can't get a grip on him. Well, I spoke too soon again.
He must have put extra oil on. That was his plan all along.
It would have been a sound strategy, but unfortunately this is still a 2-on-1 situation. And I don't know what Drago's up to. Oh my god, that neck breaker.
That son of a bitch is always up to something.
I was just about to say, he's always up to something to sell t-shirts as he goes to show off the merchandise while Chanik gets busted open in the ring. And still continues to fight back.
It's nothing but adrenaline keeping this man alive right now.
You've been in many battles, haven't you, Blaze?
Why, yes, I have.
What do you do in a 2-on-1 situation on the battlefield?
Are you asking me as an Empire soldier, or are you asking me as a man?
Oh, either or.
Well, as an Empire soldier, you stand your ground and get your ass kicked, no matter what. But as a man with some common sense, you wait for backup or you get the hell out of Dodge. Because 2-on-1 just don't work.
So, are you saying that Chanik maybe should have gotten the hell out of Dodge?
Well, that's exactly what I'm saying.
And Chanik, who was finally putting on some offense against Drago with Maximo instantly coming in and giving him a drop kick.
And that's what happens when you fight two men. As soon as you get the best of one, the other one's going to throw his foot dead in your ass, literally. Literally.
And Maximo just gave him a devastating spear. And that's a 2 3/4.
We call that the Maximo back at the water cooler. Maximo! And the bad thing is, these guys are taking their time doing taunts and working the crowd while they're whipping this guy's ass.
Well, I do believe that Drago is showing off the merchandise more than anything else.
It's horrible. It's like they're not even taking this serious.
And part of my understanding is that Maximo is calling that spear the Maximo effort.
That's That's a pretty good name.
And Chanik still trying to fight back. At this point, I would say he would have to get the hell out of there. Just take the count out.
I wonder what his class is, because it definitely can't be red mage or black mage, because his intelligence stat for taking this ass whooping cannot be that high.
Well, he is wearing an awful lot of red.
He must be the healing type of red mage. You know, mind over matter. Because he ain't doing a whole lot of intelligent DPSing. Maybe just some regen or some crap. You know how those red mages are, don't know what they want to be.
They are, well, certainly the bisexuals of the Final Fantasy community.
Hey now. They do it all very well, though.
Yes, they do.
I just question why a mage would have a sword.
For sorting stuff. Oh my god, and Drago with that kick to the head.
And that goes back to what I said earlier. A kick to the head can change a lot.
Followed up by a big swing. And for the 3 count, that's got to be it. No, 2 3/4. Chanik continues on. I think Drago just went to the corner there, couldn't believe his eyes.
I wouldn't be able to believe this either. That this poor man is taking so much of a whipping. That's all this is.
He's already busted open. I'm wondering why the ref isn't calling this match.
Well, you know how those refs that are employed by CAT are. I swear they want to see people get hurt.
I'm fairly certain that all of them were employed while Cat was gone looking for Ed, which would make it all underneath Dog's rule. Which now all the pain and torture does make sense. And Drago just giving Chanik a little pull out to the middle of the... No, only a 2 count. Chanik, refusing to go down, cannot mount an offense as he does a reversal on Drago. He's sizing up... Oh, son of a bitch. Chanik was sizing up Drago for something and the Maximo came running in to stop it.
Well, exhibit number 4. When you get the better of one, the other one's going to come and kick you dead in the ass.
Oh, it looks like Drago was celebrating prematurely there.
Son of a bitch is probably trying to sell t-shirts again. You know, that guy with the camera probably taking his picture and put it in the magazine.
You know what, Blaze? You would probably look pretty good with some Drago merchandise on you.
Yeah, I would. When I'm taking a shit.
Here. Or when you're walking in the park and enjoying the flowers.
Taking a shit.
Or when you're petting a cute little puppy dog or kitty cat.
Petting a dog and a kitty cat.
Yeah, you know, cute little animals.
I stopped going to the Chinese restaurant a long time ago, Jack.
That's rather disgusting.
Well, it is what it is.
I think Maxwell was setting up for that Maxwell effort, but I kind of think Drago wants to win now. Oh, no, he's letting him set up for it again. And that's got to be it.
Well, I guess if he don't want to stay down, these guys are just happy to beat him up.
No, and still 2 3/4.
They're just dismantling this guy. Piece by piece.
Well, at least it's in the ring where there's a thin layer of cushioning, unlike on the ramp, like Adil had to go through a few weeks ago.
I wonder how he's doing. I have to send him a card.
Well, part of my understanding, I think I explained that earlier, he should be ready and set for action pretty soon. Not 100% yet, but he is getting there.
That poor soul. All he had to do was the same thing Chanik needs to do right now. Just lay down. But nope, he had to fight on. You saw what that got him.
And Maximo with that devastating power bomb, that's got to be it. And it is. Well, not much of a surprise on the winner here.
Hold on. Let me do it. I'm surprised. My God. There you go.
Yeah, that was very well.
Yeah, thank you.
Unfortunately, Chanik, who accepted this challenge underneath a different pretense, as we look at that devastating roundhouse kick by Drago again.
That has got to be the only move I actually like of his.
And look at these two celebrating in the ring.
Bunch of smug bastards.
It just... like they just won the damn Dalamud Championships. That's how hard they're celebrating after beating down one man.
Well, I guess a victory is a victory.
Yes. More injuries stacked up tonight. More underhanded schemes. Tune in next time. Till next time, this has been Jack Human with my broadcast partner,
Blaze Garlemald. We're out of here.